Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 28th of November, 2022. And it was a great streaming day indeed. Let's talk. First of all, on the Level 1 podcast, we discussed many different topics, actually. We were talking about, what's going on with the Christmas event and the stuff that's coming up there. We were talking about what possibly I should do for the next monthly event for December and, brainstorming, people giving me various different ideas and things like that. A lot of discussion. We were talking about Cyber Monday, how Cyber Monday is typically a day when a lot of people order stuff online. We were talking about Black Friday and people who bought stuff. I was talking about a few things that I bought here for my setup, including a new controller and a replacement monitor because my monitor was dying, stuff like that. So it was a good chill podcast, quite frankly. And then we started up with God of War Ragnarok. I will tell you, today was probably my favorite stream of the game so far. I'm serious. I know we're like over 20 hours in, but today we did some major side content with Kratos, which unlocked some new abilities. I was basically using all his combat abilities to the best of my ability, kicking major ass, having a great time. Then we switched back to the main story, which had to start playing as Atreus again, and we got to a really cool story development. And I won't spoil for those who are still playing or watching the playthrough yourselves, but I felt today, and I've played over 20 hours, like I said, I feel like today's stream was literally like the beginning of the game. Like, up to now, everything was intro. And now the intro's over, and now we're finally getting into the meat of the game. We're in a very unique part. I'm having tons of fun with the plot, where it's going. I had a blast today. I literally can't wait to play it again later this week because it was so good, and we ended. I was like, I wish we had more right now. So that's excellent, right? I hope those of you who are watching the playthrough are enjoying. Maybe some of you will get caught up on the playthrough in the next few days. The next time I'm playing God of War will be Thursday, and I'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, I'm really enjoying myself. I can't wait to play it again. It's really good. Attendance was what it was. It's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And support was actually better, which was good. So there you go. Tonight, the late stream was the end game of Sonic Frontiers. Now, I did not know if we were going to beat it because we were in the final world and it had become a slog. And what I mean by that is it was really becoming tedious to do the challenges, to get the heart tokens, then to get gears, so that then I could open up the challenge thrones, do the challenge throne stages, get keys, use the keys to get the Chaos Emeralds. In fact, the whole game had become super tedious and time consuming and just not very fun anymore. The formula worked for like 2 or 3 worlds. We're getting to your 4th world, it's the same thing again, and now it's getting ridiculously annoying in the gameplay elements. It's like, and especially the 4th world is unimpressive. The first 3 worlds look different. The 4th world is completely unimpressive. So, someone made a great suggestion tonight. They said, hey, Phil, did you remember that at the beginning of the game, you could fish? I was like, oh, yeah. It's funny because I haven't found the ability to fish since then. They were like, you can fish in the final world, and since you saved up all your fishing tokens, you may be able to just beat it. I was like, really? So we just were exploring. Naturally, after like 20 minutes, I found the throne that warps you to fishing. I was able to fish for about 25 minutes, and I used the tokens I got to fish to buy all the items I needed to beat the stage. I didn't have to do the stage. I was like, oh my God, this is great. So we did. We turboed through the entirety of the final world in about an hour, which was really great because otherwise it probably would have taken 3-4 hours of grinding and it would have been very annoying. I was very pleased with that suggestion. Thank you so much to the person who suggested that. So then we decided, let's turn the game to hard and let's see the true ending. And so for the next hour, I played through the true ending of the game. And let me tell you, it was fun and it was also very weird because the ending of the game, without spoiling, is not even Sonic the Hedgehog gameplay at all. The true ending actually is reminiscent of the ending of another game that I played in the last 5 years that had another secret ending that also was very different from what I expected at the end of the game. So if you're someone who watches all my content, maybe you would have an idea. I don't want to spoil, but it was so different than what I expected, and it was challenging and tough. It took me several tries to beat it. When I beat it, it was like, okay. And, overall, Sonic Frontiers, not a bad game, a good proof of concept to show that Sonic can work in an open world, and I feel like if they refine this formula, they improve the graphics, they make a better story, and maybe interchangeable characters. Imagine if there was a world like this, or excuse me, a game like this, but every world you played as a different character. Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Amy, and each character has unique abilities to get them around, to do different kinds of challenges, to fight bosses differently, and then maybe the final world, you alternate between all of them to do big challenges and things. That'd be pretty neat. And imagine if it had an epic story like Sonic 06 did, but it actually had great gameplay elements. Damn, that could be the best Sonic you've ever made. So I really feel like this was the start to something good for Sonic, and I enjoyed playing the game, but definitely the game had a lot of shortcomings, okay? But anyway, I finished it. So the good news is, all the old lingering playthroughs are done. We're now continuing on with all new game stuff, okay? So here's the deal for tomorrow, everybody. Oh, by the way, I will say this. We hit the tips goal again, so every single time we played Sonic Frontiers, I wore the Sonic hat. How cool is that? That was awesome, because you guys have wanted the Sonic hat for so long, and I told you guys I would only bring it back for a special playthrough. We did it for Sonic Frontiers, and you guys supported every stream, and we had it every time, so thank you very much for that. Okay, tomorrow, my final consecutive streaming day of the week. More Pokemon Scarlet, which I'm very excited for. I've loved the Pokemon Scarlet playthrough, and tomorrow's going to be a special session. First thing we're doing, we're taking on the first Team Star base. I don't know what it entails besides Pokemon fights. We'll see. But that's the first thing we're doing. And then we're going to be going into the desert, and we're going to be doing this plot line where you have to cross the desert, and I guess there's like 1 or 2 gyms that get involved in this. So we'll see how it goes. But it's going to be pretty exciting. I think it's going to be a really fun, interactive, chill, but also exciting day of Pokemon Scarlet tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Yes, I will be doing multiplayer, not Warzone. And probably will use the FTAC for the first half of the stream. If I'm enjoying it and I'm unlocking more stuff and it's better, I'll keep using it. If not, we're going to switch to an SMG and try out an SMG for the very first time in Modern Warfare 2, because I haven't even used a single one yet. Okay? I'm off from streaming on Wednesday, but now because we beat Sonic Frontiers, that means that now the rest of the week is freed up to play all other games. So first of all, when I return on Thursday, Christmas decorations will be here, laid out and ready to go for the month. Christmas animations will be set up for contributions. And we're going to be playing God of War Ragnarok on the first stream, and Pokemon Scarlet will now gravitate to the late streams where it's now going to have its regular spot. So it'll be Pokemon Scarlet on the late stream on Thursday, because Friday, all day long, is the premiere of Callisto Protocol. I'll be playing it on the first and second streams. Cannot wait to play the spiritual successor to Dead Space. It sounds like it's going to be outstanding, and it's going to be a great week, a great streaming week coming up of all new release games, where it's going to be alternating between God of War and Callisto Protocol on the early streams, and alternating between Pokemon and Modern Warfare 2 on the late ones. Guys, thank you. This was a great streaming day, and I'm really happy we beat Sonic Frontiers tonight. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for my final consecutive day of the week. Please have a good evening, and I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.